Hello and welcome back to Movie Reviews. Let's talk about 42, which was the second movie I watched tonight. If you're seeing this video first, go back and check out my Philly Brown review, which was the first movie I saw tonight. But 42, the story of Jackie Robinson, wasn't necessarily the story of Jackie Robinson. I wasn't originally going to watch this movie because I knew who Jackie Robinson was growing up. I know what he did and why he was important to baseball history, but I was never a big baseball fan, and I pretty much knew everything about Jackie Robinson that I needed to know and didn't really need to see a whole 2-hour movie about his life. But like I said, nothing else major came out this week after Iron Man, so I'm just kind of watching whatever I haven't watched yet. So I was like, yeah, I'll give 42 a chance, but it started a little bit later than Philly Brown, which is why I watched Philly Brown first. It was something to pass the time while I waited to watch 42. The movie starts out with basically... it does a little bit of Jackie's youth, but not a whole lot. Then it basically starts out with Harrison Ford's character. He plays the owner of the Dodgers? Yeah. Anyway, I think it's the Dodgers. I don't know, I wasn't paying that close of attention. He basically says that he's going to turn the world on its ear and bring a black man into white baseball. They go through and find out which black man they want to bring in, and it turns out to be Jackie Robinson. And Jackie Robinson comes in, and he's like, he does a couple tryouts for other teams and works his way up to the main team. So he's basically asking, are you looking for someone who will fight back? And he says, no, I'm looking for someone who's strong enough not to have to fight back, which they show that part in the preview. And then it's basically just all the stuff Jackie Robinson had to go through during that time, being called a nigger and things like that. And how his teammates who didn't want to play with him originally became more open to it and started to treat him like a person, like a member of the team instead of just the black guy. But it's also cutting back and forth to everything the ball club owner had to go through while he was doing this. Like all the crap he had to go through, his employees and friends and everything who told him he was wrong for doing it, finally turning around and liking Jackie. And it's basically Jackie Robinson becomes a secondary character in a movie based on him. It's more of the story of the Harrison Ford character and everything he had to go through to keep Jackie Robinson on the team and deal with all the negativity and everything that came with it. It does ask the question at one point, why are you doing this? Jackie actually asks him that question. And he explains that about what happened in his past that brought him to wanting to do this, and that he realized times are changing and it had to be done type of thing. Yeah, not really a whole lot to, like I said, I basically knew everything that this movie tells about Jackie Robinson going into it. So there's really not a whole lot I can tell you about the premise of the movie that's not public historical knowledge. Overall it was a better movie than I thought it was going to be. I did like the Harrison Ford character, but it's Harrison Ford. How can you dislike him? So yeah, if you're interested in watching it for the history of Jackie Robinson and everything, check it out. Like I said, the story of the Harrison Ford character was pretty interesting. I didn't know quite all those details. And even though Jackie Robinson became a secondary character in the movie, it wasn't overpowered by the Harrison Ford character. It was still about Jackie, but just it was kind of a split story. It's like, here's what's going on with Jackie, but here's also what's going on with Harrison Ford type of thing. It was pretty well balanced between the two. So yeah, that's 42. Not really a whole lot to say about it. As far as a star rating, I'd give it, what did I give Iron Man? A 3.5? Yeah, I'd give this one about a 3.5. It's not as action-packed as Iron Man, but I'm giving it a 3.5 based on different things other than action. It's a pretty solid drama. Yeah, I guess that would be called a drama. Yeah. So it's a pretty solid drama. Like I said, if you're interested in Jackie Robinson or you just want to check out a movie to kill a couple hours, I would recommend it. Other than that, not a whole lot else to say about it. So I'm going to cut this one a little bit short. Hopefully I haven't rambled too long about this. I will be back in a day or so. I'm not sure what my schedule is for the rest of the week, but within the next day or two, I'll probably see another movie. I'm not sure what I'll get around to seeing yet. There I go, saying that catchphrase again. But yeah, not sure what I'm going to get around to seeing next, but I will return soon with another review. Until then, thanks for watching, and we'll see you at the movies.